Have you ever wondered about the correct order to apply your makeup? I certainly have. I feel like every single time I watch one of my favorite makeup bloggers, or even when I'm getting ready with my friends, I notice everybody has a particular way of doing things. So today we're going to talk about the correct order to apply your makeup to make sure you're getting the most out of your products and really having your look last you all day long. The first step is to prep and prime your skin. So I am a huge fan of double cleansing. These are my two favorite products from Lava Art range. I use the Perfect Foaming Cleanser and the Perfect Cleansing Oils. So these in combination make sure my skin is really clean and glowing and ready to have some moisturizer applied to reset the layer of my skin. Next, I like to add a couple of pumps of the hydrating mist just to give my skin an all over refreshed feeling. And now it's time to move on to the final step of prepping and priming, which is some moisturizer and hydration as well. So for the final step of my prepping and priming, I'm using these two little heroes. So this one is the Hydrating Boost Essence and this one is the Hydrating Boost Serum. And these just really hydrate my skin and I can honestly feel it glowing. And the final step to that is using the Perfect Facial Cream. So this one is the daytime cream. It's not as rich as the night cream, so it's a very, very light base to go under your concealer. Step number 2 is applying your concealer. So some people will say to put the concealer on after the foundation. However, I like to use some of the Lava Art colored concealers, so it's important that these are my bottom base layer. And this is what I use to correct any imperfections like dark circles, pigmentation, any redness. And this will then allow me to blend that through and then go ahead and apply the foundation over the top. Step number 3 is to go ahead and apply your foundation. So I'm using this little cushion foundation from the Lava Art range. Mine is the Matte Cover in the shade 25N, and this one is a buildable kind of foundation where you can just continue to dab it on. And this is a really great step to start getting your solid base before you go ahead and apply your other things like blush and brows, because you don't want to have to go back and delicately go around those areas. It's best to do your foundation prior to all of those steps. The next step is to do your brows and eyes. This is my favorite step out of doing makeup. I feel like it really frames the face, particularly for me having dark hair. When I get to fill in my brows a little bit, it can really set up my look. But also when you are doing your eyeshadow, you can get a little bit of fallout beneath the eye. So it's best to do this step before going ahead and doing any contouring, because otherwise you would have to go back and redo it again after blending any of that fallout in. So that is an essential step to make sure you get that in the right order. The next few steps are all about waking you up and getting a little bit of glow. So there is bronzer, highlighter, and blush. And sometimes what I like to do is also the contouring part of this. And what I will do is get a shade different to this. So I use 30N instead of 25N. And that is enough of a contrast for me that I can go ahead and do my cheeks and the side of my nose, maybe my jawline with a little bit of contour. Then I add in my blush and my highlighter, and we are ready to move on to the next step. No makeup look is truly complete without adding a little pop of color for our lips or some lip gloss, but this is one of the last steps that you want to do, particularly as you're running out the door, because it can wear off a lot quicker than any of our other makeup. So it's probably the one product that you're going to pop in your bag and take with you on the go. And the final step after this is to apply some finishing powder and setting spray to make sure your look is locked in for the day and not going to be affected by any environmental factors. So for that, I do have the Lava Art Perfect Stay, which is a translucent finishing powder. This is a very, very light finish, and it really just gives you that all over protection for your makeup so that all of your hard work doesn't go to waste. I hope you guys have really enjoyed learning about this correct order to apply your makeup. And of course, all the products and information will be on the Lava Art website and in the description box down below.